Good day guys, I'm Joseph Obona, a PCB design engineer, and today we'll be looking at 5 schematic design basics. We're looking at the 5 things we need to know when designing our schematics. And number 1 here is define the project requirements. This is very important. When designing or before designing your schematic, you need to actually know what your project requirement is. This is in terms of the functionality of your design, functionality of your design, the features you get, the features of your design. Then let's say the application that your design is going to work on. The application in terms of, is it a medical application, is it a military application, or is it a consumer based application? These are very important areas. Define the project requirements. Then number 2 is select and add components. This is where you actually start selecting your components in terms of which microcontroller are you going to use for the design, the resistor type, and other stuff. It gets very important. Select your components, and you also go to your card library, either your Action card library or your ECAD card library, or you create custom symbols for yourself and import them to your sheet. Then start drawing your schematic. Then number 3 is actually create the schematic diagram. This is where you actually create the schematic diagram, where you start drawing your schematic diagram. Like you can have a simple LED circuit. We have our battery, we have our resistor, then we have our actual LED, light emitting diode. You see it. So let's say this is 9 volts plus 9 volts. This is 330 arrow, and this is the LED. I see that. So this number 3 is where you actually create the schematic diagram. Then we have number 4 in terms of label and annotate. Annotation is very important because it helps give your design more clarity. You label your net and you annotate the components. It gives your design more clarity, and it also helps in terms of collaboration when working with various teams. Let's say you're the one designing the schematic and someone else will do the layout. It gives clarity and makes everyone be on the same page. Then the last one I have here on my list is validate the design using EROC, that is electric rule check. Validate your design. Design validation is very important because it can help to catch errors before you move into your PCB layout phase. It can help to catch errors, either missing pin, nets that are not connected. So today we just looked at some 5 schematic design basics we need to check and put in place during or before designing our circuit. So I've mentioned then define your project requirements, select components, create the schematic diagram, label and annotate, then run your ERC check. Thank you guys. Subscribe to the channel and also like, follow. Thank you.